Welcome back, everybody, to the A.J.I podcast, episode 26. If you're not already following, please do and share this with all of your friends, your families, your brothers, your sisters, your aunts, your uncles, and your dogs, cats, owners. And let's get right into the episode. Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with my beautiful, loving wifey. Say hi, wifey.
Hello.
How you doing? Y'all would never guess how our week has been. I don't think y'all can estimate how our week has been.
Nope.
Here's a little spoiler. We got sick again. You can hear my voice.
Well, a lot just happened in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah. So apologies for all my coughing and whatnot, but yeah. So we're gonna try not talk about being sick. Y'all already know what we go through by now.
I was down bad for literally. I got like last week. Nice. I was sick for that week, and then I was better for 2-3 days, and here we are.
Yep.
So, anyways.
Yeah. So that's how our week has been.
Yeah. I did have something exciting happen this week.
What was it?
The last time we podcast. Okay, so a little story time. Sorry.
Good.
I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Color Me Mine, but what that is like a place where you go in and you pick out a pottery piece.
Might just be exclusive to our area, but
no, I've heard other people talk about it on their podcasts.
Oh, okay.
But basically, you go in, you pick a pottery piece. They have very many options, and then you sit there and just paint them, and you can take however long you want to paint them. You just pay for the piece, and I think you pay for the paint.
Yeah.
And you just do it, and then they fire it, and you have a pottery piece for like your home, right?
Mm-hmm. You made a couple now.
Yeah. Me and my
one
mom
up in the closet, the little tic-tac-toe board.
Yeah, me and my mom did them. See, I'd love to show them this. I'd love to show those pieces so they can understand more of what we're talking about.
I know.
So
Is that what it's called, tic-tac-toe?
Yeah. X and O pieces on a board. Yes.
I don't know why it's not clicking with me. That doesn't sound right. Yeah. Really? Huh. Anyways,
when we did those tic-tac-toe boards, we were checking out, like we had like picked up our pieces and everything. And right where like the front desk, they have these little pieces. Like, I think it changes every week. They just put one little like pottery piece in there. They give you 5 paints and a couple paintbrushes. And it's like this little set, and you buy it.
Yeah.
And you can take it home because you have the paint, like it comes with everything.
Yeah.
And you take it home. You can take as long as you want to, paint it and then take it back. Well, I bought one of those because one day I just had this like epiphany that I just love myself for. That what if I got that little kit and we had my grandparents and your grandparents paint on it. Mm-hmm. So, in the future when we don't have them anymore, we have a piece that everyone painted on, and it's just for memories, and I love it. So anyways, that was about a year ago. We got that, and it took me up until just last week to get my grandpa to finally paint on it.
Yeah.
I don't really talk about my grandparents on here, and I'm not going to really, but what I do want to say is he has dementia, so it's really hard to get him to really do anything if he really doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And I am not one to force. So I just went over last week because he was the last one that needed to paint on it. And I was like, can you just give me just a few swipes? just a little bit of paint on this so that I can do something, and I'll show you when it's done. I'll explain it better when this is done. You just I need 2 seconds of your time. And he was like, yeah, I can do that. And I was like, perfect. So I got him to paint like 3 little
swipes,
which was more than, like, it made me so happy that I even got that out of him, and he wasn't upset or anything. He was just like, yeah, I'll do that. That's fine. And after the 3rd swipe, he's like, can I be done? I was like, yes. All I needed was you to give me 2 seconds.
Just something. Just needed something there.
I turned it in on that day, which I think was the last time we did the podcast. That day I went and turned it in, and I picked it up 2 days ago, and I love it.
It looks so good.
I love it.
And then my grandpa, he went ham on the bottom.
Yeah,
he went ham. It looks so good.
Well, okay, so I didn't explain what the piece was. It's an axolotl.
Yeah.
And I had his grandpa go on the bottom.
It's like the bottom body part.
And then my grandparents did the top.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, he seemed like he had a lot of fun doing it. Just
Oh yeah, so much fun.
Might have gotten distracted here and there, but dementia. But
both of our
he went ham on it.
Had dementia, but
he did good, and it looks great. And I'm so glad that you had that idea, and he was able to do that before he passed.
Yeah, and people might be wondering why your grandma didn't get to paint on it, and she had passed just right before. I think that's what kind of sparked it.
Yeah,
is
you're like
we have so many
do this before anything else happens.
And not only that, we have so much crafts from her. Yeah, like our wedding card. Like we have so like I'm glad we have that stuff because she wasn't able to paint on it.
Yeah.
But
we have those things that are handmade. I don't know how she. I'm still so.
I'm just glad we have that piece from her. Is her crafts, and then we got everybody else to paint on this one thing.
Yeah, but I think that was so cool. That was a big hobby of hers. She'd always be doing that for
so much fun painting it too.
Oh yeah,
man.
But no, like her wedding card thing she made for us, and I don't know what she makes it on. It almost seems like it's like parchment paper, almost wax paper. I don't know, but she like makes it so it's like 3D, and it's super, super cool. And she's done that for the longest time.
She's crafty.
Oh my gosh. And also there was this one time when she would make these things out of paper. Okay. And you see the paper swan that we have that we got from her house. She made that.
Really?
Yeah. She like got pieces of paper, fold them up into little triangles, and like stack them on top of each other. I remember doing something like that back in school. Them
all these things. I'm like, I want to show.
I know.
I can't wait till we start actually recording, video wise, because I'd love to show these things and stuff. But yeah. Very talented. And another thing I did is I got a picture of each grandparent painting it. So my thoughts are printing those pictures out and framing them and like have it somewhere in the house where this axolotl cannot get broken.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Anyways, I just want to, print the pictures out and like have a little memorabilia area in our house for them.
Just put it in a glass case.
For real. But yeah, that was really exciting. After a year, I finally got it done, and my grandpa was more than happy to give me the 3 swipes he gave. So, that was a really awesome part of my week, and it brought a little tear to my eye when I opened it. Yeah,
and then we're going to go, right after this, we're going to head to my parents' house. We're going to show my dad that, and then we're also going to give him a little present. It's like these, we found them at Walmart.
Which is rare. Because usually, so his dad is from Peru. He is Peruvian. And this is just one of the snacks that I assume he ate. That's why he knows about them, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, they're common in Peru.
Yeah.
I don't, what are they called?
It's basically corn nuts, but like bigger.
Yeah, they're bigger, really puffier.
Big, puffy corn nuts.
Yeah.
And usually his friends from Peru will bring them from Peru when they visit to give to him. You don't remember that last time his friends were here? He got 2 bags and we had a few. I think it was at like a family gathering.
Huh.
But that's why I seen him and I was like, oh my gosh, they're here.
We gotta get them for him.
Yeah. So.
You finally went to the gym with me.
Yes.
How was your first day?
Okay. So technically my first day was at home.
True.
So today's Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
And on Saturday.
You were supposed to go on Saturday, which was the first. But then my cousin and his friend, they invited me to go fishing at a lake after I got off work. So I was like, ooh, I can't pass this chance up.
Yeah.
And I was like, we can still go after I get back or before or whatnot, but where we work, the water heater broke down and we ended up leaving work like 4 or 5 hours early.
Yeah.
And the restaurant shut down for the day and whatnot. So we had that extra time, but
I think I was being a little bit of a...
What?
Because at first I was like, I got to take a whole body shower. And I can't wait for you to...
Oh, yeah, because you left first and you didn't want to wait for me to get home.
And just because it's unimaginably... You are...
Unbelievably disgusting.
Unbelievably smelly when you leave where we work.
Yeah.
After... And yeah, we were only there for a few hours, but you can be there for 20 minutes and smell like the smell it gives.
Yeah.
And so I just didn't want to sit in my work clothes.
Yeah, so you left first, and so you ended up taking a shower. Didn't really want to go to the gym with me, so I was like, okay.
And I was also pretty sick.
Yeah, we started getting sick. I started getting sick Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just a cold or just a cough and stuffy nose. That's really what we started getting. Yeah. Not as severe as the previous ones. So then we were like, okay, we'll start Sunday then.
But Saturday we did an at-home workout together.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was like, oh, let's just do that because it was supposed to be my abs and cardio day, but my respiratory system was not doing very well with the sickness. And so I was like, so I'm not really going to do cardio. So there's no point in going to the gym because I can just do ab workouts here at home because it doesn't require any machines. It just requires you to be on the floor, basically just laying down doing ab workouts. So I was like, here, come join me. And you were like, all right.
Yeah. Because why not? I said no at first, and I'm like, I'm sitting right here. Like,
right. Just do it.
Make this your first step.
Just do it.
Make this your first step and just do it.
Uh-huh.
But from there, I really pushed myself really hard that day with abs.
Yeah.
And they were very sore. They still kind of are. It's been almost a week, but...
Well, I mean, they might also be sore again because of...
Well, yeah, I'm about to jump into what happened today. But, yeah, I pushed myself really hard. And, like, when I would cough, it hurt my stomach so bad to cough or sneeze. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
But then we didn't work out Sunday.
Because we realized that your membership still isn't active, and we would need to go in to buy or to get another key.
And another thing is you were sick, and I said we have this thing of when we're sick, we don't need to be spreading it to everyone by going to the gym.
Like we could, but
it's just not
to other people.
Yeah, it's not very nice
and whatnot. So we ended up pushing it to today, which is Wednesday, because then I work the night shift, she works the morning shift on Monday, and then same thing Tuesday, and then Wednesday, her first day off. I mean, she could have gone by herself on those other 2 days, but we're sick, and then she also don't really know what she's doing too much, and doesn't have the whole app that I have. But yeah.
So while we were there today, I was also pushing myself pretty hard. We did cardio, and I
You got through it.
Yeah, 30 minutes. I was struggling at the 18-minute mark. Yeah, it's just walking, but an incline walk it's huffy puffy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I pushed myself to 30 minutes, and we kept going, and I was like, okay. 30 minutes and 33 seconds. I was like, all right, I got myself to 30 minutes, man. I need to give myself a second.
Yeah.
And it's my first day, so I just want to, I want to push myself, but I also don't want to,
You just want to, gauge where you're at.
Tear myself apart for the first couple of days,
Yeah, first week, you want to gauge where you're at on everything, what your comfortable weight is, comfortable lifting, and just everything you're comfortable doing, what you think you can push more at, especially that cardio, seeing where you're at with the pace of the incline. If it's, I'd say with the next time we go, so that would be tomorrow, okay? When we go to the gym tomorrow, when we start the cardio, we will, or what I want you to do is, so you're going to grab a hold of those, the handles or whatever, and it measures your heart rate.
Another thing is, when we were going to the gym before, we weren't doing it the right way. We just weren't. We weren't eating better. We were just literally going to the gym for no reason. I feel back when we were going.
Yeah.
And I did this thing where I'd hold on to him and lean back. Which is
that's bad.
It's stupid. It's pointless to even be on the treadmill at that point. So I didn't do that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Today.
So,
because I'm really trying to be serious.
Mm-hmm. So back to the handlebar thing. So those handlebars, they have these little metal things, and it'll show you your heart rate after a couple seconds of you holding them. So with tomorrow, I want you to hold on to them, see where your heart rate is at, and get to a point where you have a steady 130 heart rate.
Oh, I got up to 160 today.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So maybe do it just a little bit lower. Either do the incline lower or the speed a little lower, and then just to get your heart rate just to that good middle level, and that'll be perfect. Just to keep doing that, and then I don't know if it's for you, but for me, after the first 15 minutes, it's like light work after that. I might be I'll start huffing and puffing up until 15, maybe 20. And then after that, it's my breathing starts to become a little more normal, getting used to it and whatnot. So for me, the last 10 minutes is the easiest. And that's why I bump up the speed and whatnot in the very last 5 to 2 minutes of the cardio.
Yeah.
30-minute cardio.
And I also did a 10 minutes of the 12 incline, or the incline was on 12.
And for the last 10 minutes?
Yeah, my speed was 2.5 for the last 10 minutes. So I think that's when I looked down and my heart rate was a little high.
Yeah.
But
But you did pretty good for that being your first cardio day. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because when I first started doing my 30-minute cardios, I was doing way less of both the incline and the speed, and I was huffing and puffing the whole time. So
yeah,
so getting a little more conditioned, which is good.
My biggest ick, I guess, not my ick, I just don't like it, is when you get off the treadmill and I can feel my heartbeat in my face. I cannot stand that.
I think that's specifically to you because your face gets really super red.
Yeah, and I can literally feel my heartbeat in my face. Yeah. It's annoying. It's my whole face throbbing.
After you get off I
thought I was dizzy when I got off the treadmill today.
You feel like you're walking so fast.
I kind of almost was maybe I should sit for a second. I was like, wait, it's not getting worse.
Yeah, no.
I'm fine. It's just weird.
Yeah. You feel like you're on one of those walking.
But you're walking while it's
escalator,
moving. The
walk paths. Yeah. Thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you feel like you're just walking so fast, even though you're just taking 3 steps really slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we did abs again. and it was abs and legs.
Yeah.
And man, did I do something to my lower right
I don't know what you
abdomen.
did, buddy. It was odd.
I don't know how to explain the machine, but basically I don't know how to explain that one.
It's the hanging leg raises or hanging knee raises, something like that. Basically, this big old thing that you put your arms into, like in an L shape, and you hang your lower body, and then you bring your knees up to your chest, and it's like crunches, but you're hanging. So that's what our first thing was.
Yeah, and I did something.
Apparently.
Because and it still hurts. Like if I like use any muscle like to get myself up from laying down or it's painful. I didn't get through very much.
Lower abdomen.
And only on the right side though.
Yeah, weird.
So I only got through that and then I did planks, but I kept having to go down because it would hurt so bad.
Yeah.
But
and when I first started, like the workouts were the workouts on the app were less than what it tells me to do now,
Oh,
like
so I'm going
you're coming in at
halfway point for you.
Yeah. Basically, speaking of half point, what the heck?
But it was a good day. My legs were worked out. Doing all the leg workouts, it didn't hurt whatever I did to my lower abdomen. So I still got through legs. I had to stop on abs after whatever I did. But anyways, it was really fun.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of halfway,
yeah,
I am on day 55 out of 75. I am 20 days away from completing this 75-day challenge. Not 75 hard, more like 75-day mild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only things you're not doing is like reading a book
No reading books here. Listening to podcasts, yes. No reading books. Unless I'm listening to a book, which I low-key want to get into another book series because previous ones I finished was Percy Jackson and then Magnus Chase. No, that's not it. Michael Vey. That one is a good one. And like the last 4 or last 2 books is all about them like in Peru and whatnot. So that's pretty cool.
I just blew into the mic and I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
I can barely breathe. I cannot, like my nose is clogged.
Yeah.
So I'm like mouth breathing really bad right now.
Dude, I've been thinking about this for somewhat of a long time, okay? And it's all these they've been on the internet for a while and whatnot, but it's like these end of world signs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that one really weird silver long fish that's like really reflective, and they're like, oh, this fish is supposed to live down deep in the ocean, and why is it coming up at this point? And then that one where the black anglerfish. Yeah.
It looks like it's gigantic.
That's what I was about to tell you, but they took it out and it's freaking tiny.
And you know what's so funny is I told you this and you were like, no, it's big. You're like, I think you're just seeing a TikTok. And I was like, or you're just seeing some TikTok that's not right. And I was like, no.
Because we saw the thing and it was tiny and I was like, wow, that's super weird because they're usually pretty big.
But at the first time I told you, I didn't show you. I just said it, and you were like, "No."
I was like, "No, those are pretty big." Because they usually are.
I thought they were. I thought they were. Sorry.
I thought they were. I thought they were.
It was like 2 inches. I'm like, and that's tiny. Another question. How do you know that's one of the first ones? You just happened to catch this one, and it's the first one ever.
Out of the entire ocean that has you quite guys literally not been this specific one right here, right now.
Quite literally not even been seen.
Yeah.
95% of the ocean.
The silver
is like no one knows about.
Yeah. The silver
not
fish
discovered.
that I was
That's
talking
the word.
about.
Sorry, discovered.
Yeah. So the silverfish I was talking about, well, I guess a lot of people have seen them come up, and it's I don't know what legend or what is it called, country, I don't know, that like believe that this is like the end of world fish. Here, let me actually look it up real quick. End of world.
Oh,
fish.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't. Yeah.
Okay. It's called the doomsday fish. The oarfish is nicknamed the doomsday fish because of its association with natural disasters like earthquakes, tsunamis, and folklore. However, 2019 study found no significant link between the oarfish sightings and earthquakes. But yeah, holy crap. Well, that's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Jeez.
See.
Guys, go look up oarfish or doomsday fish. But yeah, those things are really huge, and like apparently the whole speculation, I guess is the right word, is that they only come up to the surface when there's something bad about to happen. And so they've been seeing these fishes.
Earthquakes make sense because that happens under the earth.
Well, the tectonic plates when they shift,
yeah.
And then it's under the ocean. They cause big or not necessarily big waves, but like they cause the water to shift, and then they end up in big waves on land.
Oh my gosh! It just. Do you have any more to say? Because I have a story that I just remembered.
Go ahead.
Oh my God! There was when I was back in high school. Was it high school? Maybe it was middle school. Either way, I had this project. It was a group project, and you had to make
what?
Like how an earthquake happened. I think I chose that, and you you make it. I'm just not sure if I've told the podcast. I think I've told you.
You might have told the podcast. I'm not sure, but go ahead.
If I'm repeating myself, guys, I'm so sorry. But basically, you make. I don't know, like a
diagram.
Yeah, or not. No, what's a word?
Presentation.
No. Oh no.
A diagram. Is it not a diagram? Like a 3D diagram?
Is that what it's called?
I'm pretty sure.
Is it not like a
3D diagram? It's not a diagram.
No.
Diagram is like a computer.
What's it called? Anyways, it's just a project. You have to build this thing.
3D model.
Yeah. I think there was multiple. You could do like earthquake something. I don't remember, guys. That was a long time ago. And I had my group, but my group that I was put with did nothing.
Yeah.
Right? And the day before this project was due, nothing was done. No communication. Nobody helped me do anything, okay?
Nothing.
And I was that mean student where I told my parents, I'll tell you why I'm mean. Okay.
Okay.
The night before I told my dad's a scary man when you piss him off. And I told him, I said, hey, so like I have a project due tomorrow. And they gave us 2 weeks to do it because it's kind of a difficult one.
Uh-huh.
And I know it's 8 p.m. right now, and I have school tomorrow, and it's due tomorrow, but like I have to go get stuff to do it. Got in trouble because obviously. And so me and my dad's girlfriend went to the store and got all the supplies.
Yeah.
Built the model, and then how you presented it was you showed them like how the tectonic plates move and how earthquakes happen is like just what I chose, I guess. And yeah, you just had to make a model. You had to be able to move the tectonic plates.
Uh-huh.
So you got to be crafty.
Yeah.
It took us hours. I don't think I went to bed till like 1 or 2 that day in the morning.
Uh-huh.
And the next day, this is where I mean. I went in there and told my teacher, man, nobody helped me with this assignment. I did this
as you should,
all by myself, and I don't feel like I should be giving all of the credit I did to them for their grades.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but here it is, and this is from just me.
This is from Jerica and nobody else.
But like, come on. Who wants to do a huge project, stay up until 2 a.m? That's my fault that I waited that long. I could have had it done a week before that.
If the other people helped, you probably would have done it way earlier. But nope.
Yeah, nobody helped. So I was like, and it was bomb. It looked so good. Those TikTok plates move so easily. The volcano we made on it, like we were adding extra stuff to it to make it all fancy.
Was it all just paper, or did you use like clay or
clay? Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, we went crazy with it. That's why I was like, ain't none of y'all getting this credit.
Did I ever tell you about like my science projects way back in elementary school? Did you ever participate in the science fair?
I did. Yeah. And you would have like your booth.
Yeah, and you'd have the big cardboard thing with the flaps and like.
I'm gonna be honest. I probably did the volcano with baking soda and vinegar. Honestly, I don't. Yeah. I think it was something simple because I probably waited till the day before again to be like, "Hey, Grandma."
I remember too.
Or hey, Dad, I need this done tomorrow. Sorry. Yeah.
So I had these 2 science fair projects that I remember. Okay, maybe 3. One of them was probably my brother's, but I can't remember which one was my brother's. All right. So the first one I remember is we wanted to. Okay, so this was a hypothesis. Okay. Do plants grow faster with
I remember you telling me this.
Positive words spoken to them? Or like basically do like in a way like
treat it so special and the other one you just
kind of like literally like you literally talk bad to it.
Yeah.
Just like giving it negative energy.
Did you really do that?
Yeah.
Really?
And it sounds crazy, but I think it low-key worked. I think it kind of. There wasn't much difference, but there was slight difference, you know?
Maybe that's why our friends that we have that have so many plants in their rooms, they're all alive.
Probably. Well, I mean, we don't shit talk on our plants that we have. We don't. No, I guess we just don't talk to them at all.
I guess that's true.
We also don't water them.
Yeah, I guess that's true. They talk positively about their plants in the room of the plants. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, do you really think
look at this plant? I love this plant.
Oh, I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought you were saying like
so well
they talk to their plants and when they're alone.
No.
I was like,
no, just like conversations in the room of like.
I should ask Jacob. Jacob, do you talk to your plants when you're alone with them? Right. You know he might low-key.
Yeah, like you are such a pretty plant, or whatever.
Low-key, yeah. He
when
might.
He's giving him a bath, or not a bath, but when he's watering him in the bath, I'm sure
watering
he's like,
day.
Yeah,
he takes care of his plants so well.
Yeah,
he gathers all of them, puts them in the shower, puts them in the sink, waters all of them at once. He does that once a week.
And oh boy,
bro is a father to his plants, and he's got a lot
of plants
hanging on every single wall.
Makes you wonder how he even remembers where each of them go.
It's literally like a terrarium in his room,
right?
And it looks so good. It's so aesthetic.
Same with our other friend.
Who? Who? Oh, it's fine.
No, our other friend.
I haven't seen her room.
Brooke.
At all.
She's a plant girly.
Yeah, she got a lot of plants too.
In her room, yeah.
Really?
Not as much as Jacob, but she loves her a plant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wish we could be plant parents as well, but kind of makes you wonder how we're gonna take care of a kid. I'm joking. We'll be great parents when it comes to that. I hope. Anyways, yeah, plants. Yeah.
If you can't take care of a plant, you can't take care of a kid.
Responsibilities, adult stuff, yada yada, bing bong, pip pop, cheerio. God save the queen.
Yeah.
What do I have next on my list? Oh, speaking of babies, we both seen this, and it's, you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe not. I think last time we were talking about how you're not supposed to give honey to your kids.
Yeah, that, but...
You have another one?
I got something else. Okay. So when a baby is born, I'm exaggerating this a bit, okay, but doctors have to drop test babies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you didn't know this.
I had no idea.
You had no idea.
I thought it was mean.
I heard about this, but apparently, so when babies come out and they get like one of their like checkups or whatever to see if the baby's normal or whatnot is they will,
as in, like, things work in their bodies.
Seeing what works and what doesn't on the baby, okay? So one of the tests that they do is they basically do a drop test. They don't drop them on the ground, all right?
They sit the baby on their butt.
They have them on their butt. They're holding their back, and then they'll let go of their back and then quickly catch them. And that's to check their reflexes, because
like
one of their natural reflexes is to like kind of freak out and wail their arms to. I don't really know why, but yeah, that's one of their tests. And if they don't do that, then that means something is wrong. You know, I actually want to look this up. What the actual name of it is called?
Reaction time is what they're looking for.
Not really that. Okay, so
or not reaction time. I sound stupid. I mean, like, if they react is what I meant.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, something is not. I don't know. Something's not right.
You're pretty close, all right? So the baby drop test, also known as the Moro reflex test, is a neurological assessment performed in newborns to evaluate their nervous system functions. So to basically make sure that their nervous system's working properly, if you didn't understand that. A primitive reflex that helps newborns protect themselves from potential falls. Expected response. A normal response involves the baby extending their arms and legs outwards with their palms facing upwards and their thumbs flexed. They may also cry or startle. They typically present in newborns until they are around 3 to 6 months old. So you're telling me they don't freak out after 3 to 6 months?
I don't know.
So that wasn't interesting. I found out, and that just cracked me up. And I was like, the way that I phrased it, I was like, babe, they really gotta drop test babies when they're born.
Yeah.
And like, it sounds ridiculous, but it's a real fact. If y'all didn't know about that,
that's crazy.
You ever? Okay, so way back when, I would always like when I went to my friends' houses, okay, and it would only be specific friends that lived in like what was it called? Not a gated community, or just like a private neighborhood in a way. I don't know how to exactly say that, but they would have this sign of this guy in a trench coat.
Private neighborhood.
I know, but that neighborhood didn't have this sign up.
Oh.
But it was this guy in a trench coat, and he looked like a robber. Do you know what I'm talking about? And that thing always scared me. Yeah, I had no idea what that was meant for. Like, what was that sign? Do you know what that sign was for?
No. I'd say pedestrians, but it's just like a stick figure that's walking or something, I feel. Like, I don't know. I'm going to speak out my neck at this point.
Wait a minute. So it's this thing. Yeah.
Neighborhood watch.
Program enforced. We report all suspicious personal activities in law enforcement agency.
Makes sense.
Okay. I wonder if that's like the universal
Where'd you see this? Oh, your friends' houses, huh?
No, but when I was a kid, I thought that sign always meant that there was like robbers that just walked around.
Yeah, and the neighborhoods is just allowed it.
And they would like kidnap you in those neighborhoods.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, we allow robbery, kidnapping over here.
That's what I thought that sign meant when I was a kid. All right, I was always scared of that. When I seen a neighborhood with that sign in front of it, I was like, I don't want to go in that neighborhood.
The night at your house.
Yeah, no, I'm about to get nabbed in the middle of the night. So you want me to sleep over at your house? Sorry, buddy. I gotta go by 5 o'clock.
I'm not even gonna allow it to get dark.
Yeah, no, that scared me as a kid.
That's funny.
Do you have any other irrational fear? What?
No way.
All right. I'll fix my sock. It's totally not on sideways. I don't care about it as much as you do.
That's crazy. Clearly. I cannot be the only one that has to have like that top part of the sock very even on the foot.
Yeah, I usually don't pay attention to my...
I guess I wear those no-show socks so it would look a little funky. But like when I do wear just regular ankle socks, oh yeah. Yeah. It's got to be straight.
What were some of your more irrational fears as a kid? I'm not sure if we ever talked about this, but we may have.
We have not.
Are you sure?
No.
You're starting to run out of ideas.
You said, "Are you sure?" I said, "No." Therefore, I mean, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure we have not. You go first. Let me think.
I was about to say, let me think. You know what? Let ChatGPT think.
I have an irrational fear to this day of vomiting, but that's very normal. Like, I will do anything in my power to not throw up, even though I need to throw up right now. And I'd rather just deal with the pain and like the uncomfortableness of I need to puke than to just puke and feel like be better. Oh, but listening to someone else, it's over. I will do anything to not listen to someone throw up. If that means I'm putting my hands over my ears and saying la 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 as loud as I can, I will.
Yeah.
I cannot with throw up.
The THX sound when you watch those movies where like and it would get super, super loud. I think me and my brother were both scared of that noise. Oh my gosh.
That just reminded me.
That was like in this house too.
Really?
Yeah, I remember when we were watching TV and stuff like that, and that would come on. Me and my brother would run and hide behind the couch.
Was it a VHS?
Probably, yeah. It was back when I was little.
Yeah. That reminded me, I seen this TikTok the other day. And it's a mom, and she was like, why is my kid so scared of names?
Names?
She would say a name. He'd be like doing something, playing with something. She would say any name. She said like 3 or 4 different names. And he, like, as soon as she like calls out and says the name, like, for example, like Andre, this little kid would stop what he was doing and run to her.
What?
So scared.
Why?
I don't know.
No, never found out why.
That's why she went to TikTok. She's like, why is my kid scared of names?
What the heck?
Weird.
Maybe the kid thinks his mom's talking to ghosts or something like that. And he's got to check on his mom. You know, Mom, are you going crazy? Were you ever scared of things coming out of the toilet when you went to the bathroom as a kid?
I still kind of have that fear now. I'm afraid. What? I'm afraid like a spider is gonna be in there, fall in my butt or something. I don't know. I'm not scared of like a snake or anything. That seems crazy, but it's probably more. It would probably happen more often than a spider being in the toilet.
Dolls moving on their own. I was always always a little paranoid. A little thing in my mind, always a little paranoid that like my sister's dolls would move somehow. If I looked away and then looked back really fast, they would be like slightly moved.
And you see those videos of like toys that have sound on them, just going off at random, whatever time in the middle of the night. No one's awake, and like the camera catches it. That's wild stuff.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if I had. I'm sure I did. I just don't remember any fears. I have a terrible fear of being left alone.
Mm-hmm. There's this video on
there's a reason to that.
TikTok where, so this dog owner, okay, she has like this special room for her 2 dogs, okay, and she lets them like play in that room or whatnot. So she puts them in that room and she left to go do something, and she has a video monitoring camera in there, okay, and while she was away, this is the video that she got, okay, and if you guys look it up, you could be like, dog gets pushed by ghost, but this dog, it was like looking for something in what looks like a closet, but then it gets thrown.
Pushed.
And then she shows what that was, and there's not even a closet there. It's a
board.
Yeah, and I mean, like...
It's a board laying against a wall.
Uh-huh.
And it's like something came out from behind it and pushed the dog really far.
Yeah.
And aggressively pushed the dog.
Yeah. And like, you could...
Spooky. Moving out. We're burning the house down at that point. Are you kidding?
You could like get that down to like, oh, maybe the dog got scared of something and like pushed away. Like, you know how like dogs kind of freak out and whatnot, but like it literally looks like the dog got shoved.
Yeah.
And it like landed on its back, and yeah.
Spooky.
It was a little wild.
Right before that, I was talking about I have a fear of being left alone. And I mean, quite literally left alone. Like,
well, even when I get up to go to the bathroom, you still have that. When I get up to go to the bathroom, you're like, where are you going? Like, I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah. So how it started is my mom's sister. She's now passed away, but she was watching me when I was a baby, and I just was sleeping, and she left to go to the neighbor's house to ask for something.
Uh-huh.
And I woke up in that time, and she I guess got stuck talking over there for a minute, because I woke up and was screaming and crying and running around the house trying to find her.
Yeah.
And I was like in hysterics until she got back.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where it stems from. Because now, all of growing up, like I lived with my grandparents most of my life. And my dad also was there. But my room was like right across from my room was my grandparents' room. And I'd make them crack their door at night, and I'd leave mine wide open.
Yeah.
Just because I was that scared of someone. Like my fear is I feel like everyone in the house is just going to up and leave. And when I wake up, no one's going to answer their phones. Everyone moved. Everyone's gone forever. Yeah. And I'm alone by myself having to figure out life, just me.
Yeah.
With no family. I have no idea what the issue is.
That's scary, but yeah, that's definitely...
But yeah, now it's to the point...
that an irrational fear.
Yeah, now it's to the point when you get up to do anything. Oh, and especially in the middle of the night. I've gotten a lot better because you get up in the night a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. And I know you're never going to leave. I don't think you're just going to up and leave one day and be like, oh, peace.
Bye.
But my reaction immediately is, what are you doing? Where are you going?
Yeah.
What are you doing? And yeah. No. And I never do it to annoy you. I don't, I care where you're going, but I don't care where you're going.
Yeah.
It's just, I need to know where you're at. That's like when you're gone by yourself. Especially, another fear of mine is car wrecks. That's how I fear of losing people. So when you're driving by yourself, or you're with friends driving and I'm not there, that's the only reason. We have location on each other, for just we do. I mean,
yeah,
it works for us. You know?
Yeah, we like having each other's location. We gotta.
The only time I ever look at it,
making sure each other's safe and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The only time I ever look at it is when you're gone by yourself, and I just make sure you're either moving in the car or you're planted somewhere.
Or if you got a secret that you're surprising me with.
Or that too. But
that's what I do.
Yeah, I just get like nervous. Or if you're like not answering your phone, I know you're driving somewhere, like, which is stupid because like, thank you for not answering the phone. You're doing the right thing and being safe.
You, on the other hand, you don't give a flying because you answer the phone anytime when you're driving.
It's my own fear. So I know if I'm answering the phone, I now like I'm fine. Mm-hmm. That's why I do it. Should I know? But yeah, when you don't answer your phone, I know you're driving. That's
especially with you. You need to minimize that habit because you get quite distracted when you're talking and driving at the same time. Even when
I only get distracted
talking with the people in the car.
Yeah. I just don't put me behind the wheel with people in the car. And I say that because it's like I have no sense of direction, period, when someone's in the car with me.
Regardless.
Nothing. Like, I know exactly how to get to my best friend's house. And when me and her get in the car together to go somewhere from her house, and I've been everywhere. I live here. Yeah. I struggle. And she'll be like, well, you got to turn or turn right here. And I'll ask her the whole time, do I turn here? Is it straight? Like, it's bad.
Oh, babe.
It's bad.
And I feel like I'm pretty good with directions,
Yeah, compared
and
to me.
I take pride in it. I can basically be to someone's house once and memorize exactly how to get there.
Yeah, for
the next time we go.
One of our friends, Brooke, we said something about her.
Yeah, that one was a little weird. I was like, the first time I drove there,
and I still to this day don't know how to get there. And we've been friends for a couple of years now, and I've been there a lot, and I still don't know how to get there.
I know how to get there. Take the freeway, get off that exit, take a left, take a right, go down past 3 lights, take a right at that store. You go down, get to the first light, turn left, go down the stop sign, turn right, past the next stop sign, keep going down, and then eventually there's a road that go to the left, and you turn down that road, and then her house is right there.
Are you pulling my leg? Did you just pull that on your butt?
I'm being serious. That's how you get to her house.
How did you remember that so quickly? I'd have had to say it so much slower.
No.
Crazy. See,
tell you how to get to Chase's house, too.
Oh, yeah. Count me out. That's like 30 minutes from here.
So that one, get off the freeway, take a right, get to the first light, take another right, go up, take a left, go down that road for a really long time until you get to a light where you're crossing the other freeway thing. You go down past a light, get to the next light, past that light, get to the next light, take a left. That one's the new light. You take a left and you go down that road, and you're gonna pass a
fence.
No, you're gonna pass a bank, a grocery store, and Mobetta's. I'm not sure if that's exclusive to this area. Anyways, you're going to keep going down until you get to that stop sign where you can only take a left or a right, and then you're going to take a right, and you go up, and you're going to pass 3. I want to say it's the third right that you can take, and you're going to take that right, and then this house is like right there.
Crazy. People are going to be like, Mobetta's near a grocery store and bank. No, Mobetta's is in other places. I'm 99% sure. But yeah, my sense of direction while driving is just gone when I have someone in the car with me.
Yeah.
That's why I don't really like driving when I have people in the car, and I would prefer the other one to drive.
Yeah.
Unless it's me and you, because normally you're sleeping and then I can focus. But if I have like my mom or my best friend in the car or Beza, like I'm constantly talking about something.
I don't know what it is, but this is an issue of mine when I'm driving. But at night, I get real sleepy at the wheel.
Which is, I think, more scarier than me not having a sense of direction and paying
probably
too much attention when I'm driving with other people.
Honestly, I get sleepy driving, period. Like, and it's just even worse at night.
I know a driver on the block knocked you out as a baby.
Duh.
I know it.
Oh, yeah.
I know you probably literally got buckled in the car seat and you were out. They probably didn't have to leave. You probably got in the car and they were like, all right.
You know, I actually might ask my parents about that when we get there. Ask them, hey, did you ever, like, take me on a car ride to put me to sleep?
Have you ever said on this podcast that dream you had on our way to California?
Maybe.
I think you have.
I think
now that I think about it.
I think I might have. It was in a way a sleep paralysis.
Oh yeah, you did. We had a literal episode named that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
but
it's not a I don't know why. Maybe it's a kind of like your whole fear of people leaving. It was ingrained in my brain at a young age that if I'm in a car, sleep. Because I can sleep in a car, dude.
Wild.
Like when we take a 2 hour car ride, 3 hour car ride, it'll feel like 30 minutes for me. Like I just sleep the entire time.
A little off topic, but kind of on topic.
What's up?
And I'm sure I've explained this on here before too, but I think the worst long drive we've ever had for me was when I absolutely fried myself to the core in California.
Yeah.
And had to sit in the car for 7 hours.
Yeah,
and we left in the morning, so it was sun was out all day. I had a blanket over me, and you drove 5 hours.
I drove halfway.
And I'm not gonna say where we changed, but you drove 5 hours.
Okay.
And then when we switched, I can't express to you how painful this sunburn was. I couldn't walk. I couldn't move. I couldn't.
Yeah.
And like standing.
It looked so bad.
Anywhere that was cold, like dude. I was the whole time. But it's also hot outside. So like the sun even like peeking its way through to my body in the blanket was painful. So then I was like, I can't make you drive the whole 7 hours. I'll take one for the team. And I drove back, but I can't cover myself completely while driving. So I had like my shoulder covered with a blanket and like my chest. Yeah. And my arm was out in the sun on the wheel. Oh my God.
Okay. Also another thing, I don't like riding in cars.
Huh?
Yeah, I know
right.
It sounds weird. Unless I'm sleeping,
crazy.
Unless I can take a fat nap, I really don't like being in cars. For no reason. Well, not necessarily for that reason.
Well, if we're going hours away, we clearly have a reason.
Yeah, but like if someone's like, I don't know how to explain it. Okay.
It's so like something you really want to do, but you kind of have to be there.
So like if a friend is like, "Hey, you want to come with me to Walmart?" No. No, I don't want to go with you to Walmart.
Do you want to make a run?
I would rather
another city.
Sit at home and wait for you, and watch paint dry, rather than come with you. Honestly.
Oh yeah, there's times where I need to go somewhere, and I'm like, you want to be dropped off at home first, and you're like,
please.
Yep. You're like, I already didn't like this much of the drive.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go home. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. I mean, I don't like long car rides.
Mm-hmm.
Even just like the 7-hour drive to California. Like, I love that state so much.
Yeah.
But God, if it's not by plane.
Dude, I don't know how people do over double-digit hour car rides. Like, you gotta have some mental strength for that. Like, jeez, dude. Driving for 10 hours or more straight, that's just getting ridiculous. I can barely handle the 8-hour car ride. That's like pushing it. Yeah. That's pushing it, dude.
I also have another irrational fear of like driving long places in your own car. If something happens on your way or you get stuck in another state or city, oh boy.
Yeah, that fear
scares me so much.
Kind of breaking down, but we don't want to put that out there.
Nope,
okay, clear, cancel, delete. Yep. Clear, cancel, delete. Don't want to put that out there. Our cars are healthy and good, and our trip to EDC will be perfect and amazing and beautiful and perfect in every single way. What's up?
I don't know if we said it last time, but we got some outfits.
Oh yeah, we got our
Dune day, and I got my. I'm still iffy about the day of like where we choose what we want to wear.
The free for all. Or whatever.
I do have an outfit, day. But it's giving.
I honestly have no idea what I'm going to do for my free day, but Dune Day, I think I kind of like meh on my Dune Day outfit. Some parts of it are cool, but I think low-key the shoes don't really go with the pants very well.
Yeah,
but I'm honestly just going to say whatever. It looks funky, and I'm just going to wear it.
Yeah.
If
you want to see them. If you want to see our outfits, I'm not going to post anytime soon, but near EDC time, which is in the middle of May, I'm going to post some TikToks.
During EDC, we will...
so if you want to follow me on TikTok...
EDC, before EDC and whatnot, we will be posting our outfits and whatnot and doing all that fun stuff and... follow our socials.
If you want to follow me on TikTok, it's at Jerika, spelled JERIKA __ Iglesias.
IGLESIS.
IGLESIAS. Oh my gosh, funny story.
What?
Funny story. My mom, like last week, just found out that our last name is spelled like that.
Who?
And she has... for the last 2.5 years been spelling it wrong.
Who?
My mom.
Really?
Yep.
How'd she spell it?
I think she did IGLSAS or something. She was spelling it all funky.
Brother.
And then I showed her and she goes, "That's how you spell your last name?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "I've been spelling it wrong."
Yeah. It's a little funky of a name to spell. That's why when you like
it's
today,
not. Iglesias, like it's not hard. If you sound it out.
People, okay,
because even Mariah struggles spelling my last name or our last name. Yeah, but to me, it came so natural. I'd never asked you how to spell your name. I knew it.
Are you sure?
Yes. Once I seen it, I was like, "Oh yeah."
Well, probably because you really liked me.
Obviously.
But like that's why like when people ask me like, "Oh, what's the name?" I'm Andre, and then I'm like they're like last name. I said Iglesias, IGLESIAS. I say my name and then I spell it out for them because 9 out of 10 times the person's gonna ask, "How do you spell that?"
Yeah, but here's the thing.
And I'm really surprised because we went into the gym today and
they didn't ask me how to spell my name. And you know what? I have my own issue because I know my name is hard. My full name, Jerika, can be spelled so many different ways. Iglesias is hard for a lot of people. So I have a very difficult name to spell.
Yeah.
First and last. And
yeah.
But here's the thing. When I'm talking to someone and they ask for my first and last name, anxiety kicks into its fullest power.
You say, Jerika Ewing. I'm just kidding.
No, I say my name. But like, I get almost like scared to spell it out before they ask me to spell it out.
Okay.
So they'll be like, "What's your first name?" I'll say Jerika and not spell it out. And they'll be like, "Okay, how do you spell that?" And then I'm like, "Oh, okay. J-E-R." Like in my head, I freak out. I don't know why. That's like when we were at the dentist and they were asking me how to spell my name. You were like, or no, they asked me for my last name and I said it and you said, well, spell it out. And I was like, oh.
Because especially for those, like, you can't just let them guess. You know what I mean? Because, like, you got to have your correct name in that kind of system, you know?
Yeah, I know. It's just a lot for me.
Yeah.
Having any interaction with another human that I'm not very close with is the biggest struggle of life for me.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That is all the time we have for today's episode. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Anything else to add?
No. Just yapped today.
Yep. It was a good episode.
Oh my gosh,
Hope you guys enjoyed it. I heard it. I don't think they heard it. But yeah, always remember to press that notification bell so you get notified anytime an episode comes out. And we will see you guys next week in the next episode. Bye. Everybody. Bye.